Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod, and I am your host, Lester Class. Each and every episode is going to be filled with amazing stories from amazing people. You will hear the different journeys people went through, or are still going through, to be able to do what they love. From the failures to the successes and everything in between. This is a place to get to know the person behind their passion, because people only get to see the successes and not what it took to get there. If this is your first time tuning in, please subscribe and leave a review if you love the content. Now finally, I would love to welcome you to the Community Pod. What's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod. Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Lester Class, and I got an amazing guest in the building. I got a photographer, videographer. I think he does it all. I got Edot in the building. What's going on?
What's good, man? Happy to be here. It's very first time on a visual podcast, so I'm a little nervous up here, but I'm happy to be here for sure. Honored to be here, actually.
I appreciate that. And listen, I'm honored to have you sitting in this chair right now. Couch, my bad. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Don't come crazy. But just to get into it, would you be able to tell the people what it is that you do?
I am a creative photographer. Mainly photographer, but I do create many different things. Just a content creator, really, an artist. And your favorite pictures, I've probably taken them.
So yeah, I guess we can start off with this. Basically, so where is it that you're from?
I'm from Carteret, New Jersey.
Okay.
A little small town, great town. And born and raised in New York, though. But okay. I tell people I'm from Jersey.
Got you.
Yeah. But I really feel like actually Jersey raised me, but I was born in New York.
Gotcha.
Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
Okay. And what was life like growing up? And so what I'm guessing is basically you lived most of your life in Jersey.
Yeah. I came out to Jersey, I would say, when I was like 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you came here, it was probably the biggest part of your life when you came to Jersey.
Yeah. It was definitely a change from seeing the big city and the tall buildings and just coming out here and seeing houses.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I was telling you before, it was very surreal to me when I came here and saw cheerleaders and football players and people were walking around with their high school football jerseys on. I'm like, what is this? Is this something off Smallville? Like, what is this little? Yeah. So it was definitely different, but it was cool. It was definitely adjustment, and we're here now because of it.
Definitely. So you moved to Jersey when you were 13.
Yeah.
But you grew up in New York, like you very young.
Mm-hmm.
So what was life like growing up in New York? Well, I believe it was Brooklyn, correct?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
So what was life like growing up in Brooklyn?
Man, Brooklyn in the 90s was crazy.
Okay.
Very crazy. It was a dangerous place. Talk about some like go to the basketball court. Yo, little man, let me see the ball, get a shot. So it definitely was different. I grew up with a very strict mother. Made sure she kept me out of everything. Like everything that was dangerous. So it was very different because going from New York and just going to school and coming straight home, or going to the park and like not being able to be out past a certain amount of time and stuff like that was very different. Because when you come here, you see nothing but kids riding bikes and everybody's at the basketball courts and just everybody's just chilling free. Not much going on, like very dangerous and stuff, and so crazy as the city. So that was very big different, very, very, very different. And it was cool actually when I got here because it was more freedom. I got to be more free. But New York definitely was different because it helped build me with like seeing, fashion and style and stuff like that. I feel like when I came out here, it's funny, when I first came out here, I had Timberland boots on. And then everybody was like, what the hell are those? Like, you wear Timbs? Like, it's not snowing outside. I'm like, nah, it's just a little windy outside. I got my constructs on, Exactly. So that was a little different. And definitely a lot I noticed was style. Style was very different. Like from the New York style to Jersey style, that was a big transition for me.
Cool. And the way
people talk, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The vernacular people use out here is very different.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and everybody always said I have a New York accent, and I'm like, bro, I still don't see it.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes like people say that just because you're from New York. You know
I'm like, yo, it's no real accent, bro. Like we all sound the same. But,
I guess it depends like where you're going in Jersey. Like
if you're going down south, maybe we have an accent.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like Carteret is not that far from New York. Like, we're not that deep.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
not.
saying?
Like, it's so crazy because when I first moved out here, it was like, damn, like I'm moving to Jersey. Like, where is that? That's so far. It sounds so far. I have to drive across bridges to get there. And like now, I'm like, yo, it's just a 20-minute drive, 30-minute drive. I'm like, I'm just going to New York every other day.
Exactly.
Like now, but like I remember before when I was younger, I thought I was moving halfway across the world.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's really not that. It's really not that big of a difference for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, so where is it, or how is it that you found your passion for being a photographer, being a videographer?
My passion. It's funny when you say that because I never used to like taking pictures of things. I never used to like cameras. I didn't even understand them. But when I was younger, it's funny because my mom used to go out, like whenever she would go out, like back to the city or out with her friends when I was younger, she would always tell me, take a picture of me before I go out. And I used to be like, Ma, I hate that. Like, why? Like, I'm playing a game right now. I have to pause and just take a picture of you real quick. So, it takes a second. And then it's funny because when my stepfather used to take the photos of my mom, she used to hate him.
Okay.
So when I used to take him, she's like, "Oh, I look so good. Like, oh, you take great pictures of me." So it's funny seeing that smile on my mom's face when I was younger. It used to be like, you know, all right, I can take a really good picture with a point and shoot picture, like a point and shoot camera. It's like not a big deal. But then you know, as I started growing up, I used to just love anything that was visual.
Okay.
I wasn't a big reader, still not a big reader to this day. But visual things, like I just love them. Like I used to love watching films, watching music videos. Still to this day, I don't really connect with a song until I watch its music video, or like just visuals are my big thing. So as I started growing up, I used to love playing around with I used to draw also. Like so. Visual things were always something I was just drawn to. I used to be a big artist, used to doodle all the time, but I never saw myself really being able to do the artist thing of like drawing. I was very lazy.
Okay.
So one thing in like high school, my high school art teacher used to tell me like, "Oh, I want you to do like honors drawing," and I'm like, honors drawing. First of all, I wasn't the biggest student, so like I'm not gonna have honors drawing and be like in the simplest math class. It didn't make sense. I was very lazy, so I didn't see myself doing well with that. And big thing with, like I said, I grew up around music. Big thing about that was music, and I couldn't rap. Okay. So in order to be around the music industry, I would just watch the music videos, and I'm like, how can I somehow get around like to the music industry, and like how can I somehow be behind these big videos, and like so. Wait, what was it? Sorry, what the question?
No, you're good.
Yeah.
The question was, so basically, how is it that you found your passion?
Yeah, so like I said, taking pictures of so many different people. People would just tell me like, "Yo, you're really good at this. I love the way you take my pictures." I would take pictures with my cell phone any way possible, and then from then on, I just was editing people's photos. I would just find myself, people would be like, "Yo, take this picture of me, do this little cool edit to it," in high school. And I'm like, damn, like I'm doing all this and people are really saying I'm doing good with just a cell phone. Mm-hmm. Like, and then I was working at Sears at the time. I ended up buying my own first camera, and then from then on I just started taking pictures of friends. Any party I would go to, any little thing going on, I was just taking pictures of. I remember I hit my friends up, let's take pictures at the railroad tracks. Let's do little cool videos like this. Anything I could do is just edit something. And that's how I was. Like, people just always told me I had a good eye. Mm-hmm. So from having my good eye, I just worked my way up and just taking pictures of everybody, every little thing. And then I was like, you know what? I love music so much. Let me just try this. Let me just try to see how I can get around the music industry.
Exactly.
Any way I can. And I just reached out to anybody I could. I'm taking graduation pictures. I'm taking prom pictures, whatever I could, just to take pictures. And I got my first big break. It was one day taking pictures at a music hip hop party. Yes, Jules, I mentioned. Okay. Yeah. She's from Miami. She gave my first big break. She had a thing called 1 a.m. Vibes, where she would just invite all these different artists from all around. And that was literally my only way I could be like, this is the only way I could get artists. I would sneak into concerts. My first concert I ever snuck into with a camera, I snuck into a Mac Miller concert. Never forget it. I literally had to sneak my camera into my pants. Sneak my camera into my pants and put my lens into my, like, not myself, but I told my boy, yo, put this in your pants. He took his lens, put it in his pants, and then when we got into the joint, went to the bathroom, connected my camera, and just shot the whole
Cool.
concert. So basically, that was doing whatever I can to shoot artists of any caliber, big, small, and then from then on, just shoot.
So I had a few questions I was building off of what you just said, but I have to ask, like, well, obviously Mac Miller's not here anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and for you to have like photography and photos of him, what does that feel like personally to you?
Oh man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing because I always think about it like this: if I never took those chances of sneaking into concerts and everything like that, I would never have this.
Mm-hmm.
I would never have this things to look back on. Like, these are memories to me as well. Like, because now when I listen to his music, I think about, damn, like, I was able to capture that. And one of my biggest regrets that I will say that, like, of taking chances and, like you said, taking pictures of people that aren't here no more, sadly to say, I'll never forget there was one moment where I was in LA and I told myself, I'm going to be able to see this person again. So it's not a big deal. But I was in LA at the time and I saw Nipsey Hussle.
Wow.
I saw Nip. Yeah, man, I saw Nip. And I was working with Justine Sky at the time. And we were at this event she got invited to. I think Laura London actually was sponsoring the event or whatever. So Nip was like doing his thing at the time. What was his album that he dropped that was like huge? Can't put my finger on it at the time.
Okay.
But this was when he had First Time That I Check. You know, the ones that
Yes, yeah.
he got nominated for Grammy and everything, like a little bit after his passing. But this was right before that album dropped, and I was like, all right, Nip is going crazy right now. I'm gonna definitely get to see him. So like, it was like we were about to leave out the door, and I'm like, I want to get this photo, but I don't want to get left also. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see Nip again. It's whatever. I'll see him in a month or so. I'll get this photo, and that's me just thinking like, you know, I have this opportunity now. I have this opportunity now. Forget it. Like, I'll come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I look back and now I'm like, damn, I missed the opportunity. Like, I got Mac. Thank God I got that. But like, I could have had Nip. Like, and I lost out on the opportunity, and now he's not here no more.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have happened if I didn't sneak into these events and take these chances that I took, trying to take these photos of these big people that I took. And then having that image of Mac now, I still look at it and I'm like, wow, like, these are things I could show my kids, like, because he's a great.
Yep.
Like, he's going to be looked at as an all-time great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even want to say it's one of the greatest one of the greatest white rappers, but he's going to be looked at as one of the greatest rappers that we have in our generation, from this generation. And looking back at this, I could be able to show it to my kids. I still look back at it now and be like, yo, I have this picture of Mac Miller. And some people are like, you have pictures of Mac Miller? I'm like, yeah, man, I got it. Sometimes I even forget because it was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
And like how far I've came and like what my work looks like now from what it looked like back then. But like, no matter what, I just have his face like on a USB drive in my house. Like, I'll always be able to hold on to that. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
And it's got to be able to capture these moments for these people, and even like, and you know, it's sadly to say, but in some ways you're not even capturing these pictures for them, because God forbid, you know, anything can happen in this world.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, you're taking these pictures and you're taking them not only for, like, people think you do it for only you, but you're doing it for the thousands of fans that are sitting out there and, like, you know, either grieving or, you know, they're still alive and they're like, oh my God, that's an amazing picture of my favorite artist.
Exactly, yeah.
And you're able to do that. And I feel like camera work and being a photographer definitely is 100% an art.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are making an image. Like, yes, it is not something you're painting, but it feels just like that, I feel like, sometimes.
And that's why I don't even like to call myself a photographer, realistically, because I just like to call myself just creative, like creative or artist, because like I would say as a painter, you have the tool of, you know, paintbrush. If you're a drawer or a sketcher, you have pencils, you have paper. Those are your tools. My tool is my camera. Me and my camera. You know, that's my tool. So that's why I used to make my art.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
just like basketball players, their tool for their art is basketball.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like we're all artists in our own ways, and whatever we create and put out into the world is art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like, well, what I really wanted to ask was that going off of you not being able to take the picture of Nipsey because you feeling like you'll have that opportunity again, what advice would you give to an individual when they are presented an opportunity?
Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Don't ever tell yourself, oh, I can do this another time. No. Do it in that time. Once you have that thought to think of doing something, do that shit. Do it now. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Do that shit. Do it now. Like take that opportunity you have in that moment that you have it. Don't think of what could like come out of it. Just do it. Like don't think of like obviously if it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think of like what naysayers. Don't think of like the negative thoughts that you might have. Like because in my head I'm thinking, yo, oh damn, like Nip is with Laura London right now. He could be like, nah, get out of here, little homie. Like, or, not saying he would have, but like anything could have happened. And like one of my biggest like fears is when I'm about to take a photo or anything is like people saying no. But it's like, yo, at the end of the day, like there's gonna be people say no. There's gonna be people that say yes. Like it happens. You just gotta take that chance and just take that shot and do it. Like I've had many people tell me no. I remember one time I was in London and I was like excited as hell to take a picture of Skepta, and he told me no. I had to chalk it up to the chin and just like, all right, whatever. And then I just went back to cooling, vibing. Literally, he's right next to me still. Like he didn't tell me to get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just like, nah, bro, I'm chilling right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever.
And I feel like sometimes like when it comes to taking chances, like it is better to take the chance than to never take it.
Because like, yeah, exactly. Like thinking about like right now, I took a chance just picking up a camera and trying to do this. Like, so why did I just tell myself, nah, let me not take this chance and get Nip's photo or get this person's photo? You know what I'm saying? Like I took the biggest chance of just trying to do this, like trying to be a creative, trying to be an artist. So like, why not try to do something that's gonna benefit me? Like, you know what I'm saying, in the process.
Exactly.
Instead of just being like, oh no, I'll just come back to it. Like, and now I'll never get that photo. Just like if I never picked up a camera, I would have never known I'd be here sitting here having this
conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or just doing what I did, accomplishing what I did.
Exactly.
So always take them chances and just believe in yourself, bettering yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I also feel like the other question I wanted to ask you was basically on the basis of, you know, like we're not promised a tomorrow. For example, like you believed that, you know, because no human is thinking, I can't take a picture of him because, you know, something's going to happen to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like no one's thinking like that. Like we think that, like sometimes we forget that we're not here forever, and we have to appreciate and enjoy life for what it is now. So the question I'm asking you is basically how important is it to appreciate life?
Man, I thank God every day. Thank God every day that I could wake up and do what I love. Like I could be so unhappy doing something I don't have any passion of doing. But God gave me this talent. God gave me these hands. God gave me the blessing of sight and this eye that people say I have, which thank God I have it. Like, you know, life is priceless. Like they say, life is priceless, and you gotta make sure you live it to its fullest, because at any moment it could be taken away from you. Any moment, like. And there's so many people. Like I wake up every day. Sometimes I wake up and just be like, damn, I'm not where I'm at. Like, damn, like I should be doing this. I should be doing that, or I should be in a way higher place than I am in life. But like I think about, like, there's some people dealing with war across the country. There's some people dealing with, like, you know, trying to figure out how they can have their next meal, you know. And I'm over here arguing myself about, like, oh, I should be a higher place, like not giving thanks to just being able to just give thanks to have what I have in my life. Like I can afford to get another camera. I can afford to sit here and have this conversation with you. I can afford to pick up my phone and call somebody, you know what I'm saying? Just have a chill day if I want to. Some people don't have that opportunity in life. Some people have to just literally grind 24/7. Some people have to figure out where they're going to sleep at tonight. Some people got to figure out what they're going to do. Like I have the means and the life, the talent, whatever, to do what I want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
And I just think it's crazy. I love that you bring that up because, like, I feel like sometimes, like, individuals who grow up in, you know, America, they don't realize, some people don't realize where we have things that, like, a lot of people don't.
Bro, so much, bro.
We are very, like, I feel like in some ways we are very spoiled. Where like we think that like we have it so bad, but for example, one example I can give. Well, for I think individuals who live on the East Coast, especially people for Jersey, because this podcast is in Jersey. But that day with the air quality, there's different places in the world
have that every day
that they live with that
every
and we were
day.
complaining for 3
taking
days,
pictures of it outside and posting on the gram like and making jokes about it and stuff like that. When there's people that live in that every day,
and I just think that sometimes we need to sit back and realize like the ability to even breathe, the ability to be mobile is a blessing that a lot of people don't have. And we have to learn to appreciate those little things and stop. I also feel like we got to stop thinking of those things as little things, because that can be taken away from you.
Bro, those little things can be huge things to people. Like I just think about like you go to McDonald's, like that's a blessing in itself. Like some people cannot do that. Some people
I don't know McDonald's, but
some people you'd be surprised, bro. Some people don't even have the means to like eat a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like
maybe they don't need to have.
Maybe not Big Macs, but like
let's go Chick-fil-A.
The little things that you could just wake up and just choose to do.
Yes.
Like some people don't have that. Like some people don't have that freedom, and like you just gotta just really give thanks to God that you can do what we do. Like people in America like need to just wake up every day and just be like, yo, I'm blessed. Like that I can choose to do what I want to do. Like that I have the power, the means to be able to wake up and do what I want to do. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
And to everybody, I was just making a joke about McDonald's. Like I personally don't like McDonald's.
I'm not a McDonald's fan either.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, well, a lot of countries do have McDonald's.
Yo, to get on that, by the way, I was just in Italy, man. Italy, you guys have the best McDonald's I've ever been to, man. I've been to a lot of McDonald's in the world.
For real?
Yes, bro. They have, first off, their McCafe, like that's what they like. They have pastries, donuts, mad different McFlurry flavors, milkshake flavors is different. Their Big Macs, they have it in wraps. It's fire. It's great.
I have a few questions, like,
and I don't even eat meat, but I had to try it like when I was out.
Well,
there.
now I have more questions, but. You went to Italy and you went to McDonald's.
Yeah, it's different.
What was going on, bro?
Yeah. I had some pizza. I had my pasta while I was out there. But my mission was at McDonald's when I was out there, bro. I had to try it, bro.
I don't think a lot of people would admit it, but you kind of have to. Like, in different countries, they're not serving the same thing.
Exactly, bro. They got McRoyals. You know what I'm saying? McQueens. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's different, bro. That's more or less I did to tell my kids, yo, this trash in the U.S., ain't touching. When we get older, I'm gonna just tell them like, yo, listen, y'all missing out, okay?
Y'all gotta go to Italy.
I may take y'all to Italy just for the McDonald's. Like,
we'll go fly straight to Italy, stay there for 1 day, and we're gonna try McDonald's, and we're flying back. Yeah, and then you're gonna go try McDonald's here, and you're like, which one's better?
Exactly, yeah, because like, but it's wild when you realize how much like, and it's so much fresher over there too.
Yes,
it's wild when you realize like America's killing us low key.
Yeah,
America's, you know,
everything like. A lot of goods, I can't get real technical because I don't know 100% of all the facts.
Yeah.
But in reality, like a lot of things are shipped out here.
Yeah.
And like especially like things that don't technically or they just don't grow out here. Like I guess there's certain fruits or certain products that we can't supply ourselves that we bring from different countries, and that's why we get charged so much money, and that's why sometimes America makes it and it's not that real. You know what I mean?
Sidebar, y'all just learned some shit.
Not for real though. And so the other question that I have because of that is. Like, so you don't eat meat? You're vegetarian?
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that because, like, I would say that, but my girl's gonna watch this and she'll be like, "You're lying." But I love seafood, and I think that if I had no other option, like, if let's just say meat was gone, like I would 100% just be cool with going seafood. Like it would not be difficult. I think it's pricing for me.
It's pricing, and it's like I don't like to order fish from just anywhere. Like, you know, it's just I'm not gonna go to Krauser's and get a fish sandwich. It's just not gonna work out. Like I don't know what that is. You know, Subway don't even got real tuna nowadays. It's crazy. But it's pricing, and it can get difficult at times. But you learn to make it work. You know. You get a salad, if anything, salad.
Yeah.
You could get whatever, like, but definitely you notice a difference once you cut out the red meats and everything. Red meats, no pork. You definitely notice a difference in your body, and you get way more energy. It's a healthier lifestyle for sure, but it can be challenging and very annoying.
Yeah.
Very annoying, bro. But I love it though so far. I'm going 2 years now.
Oh, nice.
2 years. Well, actually, I messed up. I went to McDonald's, so I'm back on the.
You're bringing it back.
3 days. 3 days. 3 days. 3 days strong.
Listen, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, but it's tough though. But I definitely say you should try it though. For sure.
Because I
give
love
yourself
seafood.
a week or something. Like just try it, and then you'll slowly be able to go into it, like merge into it for sure.
Yeah, because I love seafood. If I could have seafood all the time, I would. I think it's this is total sidebar, but like I think that the reason is that I could be completely wrong, but I think that chicken and things like that are easy to make. Like you throw it on and like that might be wrong because I think fish is quicker to be cooked.
Oh yes, fish is quicker to be cooked, like salmon, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just throw that in. People eat it like people eat fish raw damn near. So like it's definitely way easier, way faster. But I feel like chicken is definitely like way faster to cook than beef for sure. And me personally, I've never been a guy that likes rare anything or medium rare. I've always liked well done. I don't know what it is, but when everybody says you get more flavor when it's medium rare and stuff like that, but like I cannot see that pink stuff. Can't. I just, it bothers me. And that's why I was like I switched over to the fish because first I cut out pork, cut bacon and pork out. Then I slowly went over to the red meat, and then I have chicken every once in a blue, but it's rare.
Yeah.
So it's like it was steps to it for sure.
No, yeah, and I do like I started liking steak, and I have been doing it less well done. So there is a little bit of blood.
I think that comes with growing up though, because I'm noticing that like I've seen people like when I was younger that'd be like, oh well done. Now they're like they want their shit bloody, and I'm like, oh man, like you're just eat it alive, just bite into it while it's alive. Go on the farm, just hard.
I think sometimes we like I don't know like. This is the last I'm gonna say about food because we have to get back on topic.
Facts.
But I feel like what was I saying? Like with I remember there was a time where there was something that like I read or not read. I saw like visually something. I don't know if it was on a video or in person, and it completely threw me off of like meat in general. Pause. But in reality, like. I just was like, yeah, I don't want to eat that. Like, and then like I want to say for a good minute, I was trying my best not to eat it because it just threw me off.
Probably one of those documentaries floating around.
Yeah, like it was probably a documentary. Some like even like sometimes Instagram videos would be like a little uncensored. So like,
I hate it. TikTok too now.
Yeah, so like I definitely like I've seen something where it was just like, yeah, I don't know if I want to eat that right now.
Yeah,
but
and it's so heavy too, man. So heavy.
It's quick. It's like you get full by
bloated and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like fish, you can get a little bloated, but like you ate a lot of it to feel that, you know. So definitely try it, man. Pescatarian is the way for sure. I don't want to try and convert y'all and stuff like that, but I love it. It's healthy, and you get a better living style. I feel like for sure. You don't know what's going on and what they put in this food here.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a seafood, bro. You can't.
Exactly, and and it's what's in too. Women love it. Get yourself a crab boil real quick. Everybody loves that. It's just a little messy.
Take the girl out.
It's a little messy.
Okay,
it's gonna be a little pricey, but
that's a big thing too, price. But let's get back on topic. Like to get back into you being a photographer, and like you being able to open these doors for yourself. Did you ever like think you would see yourself? Like, matter of fact, I'll ask that after this one. Like, what is it like being in the rooms with individuals like Party, and the people I'm naming are basically people that you've been able to photograph and work with. Party, what's it called? ASAP Ferg. You've also been, I think, was Koi in there?
Who?
Coi Leray?
Oh, I've been around her for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I know ASAP. I said ASAP Ferg. Damn. I know. See, I hate when I put myself on the spot because I try to go name everybody.
It's cool, man. But it's a lot. I don't even. It's so many people.
There's so many
I've
people
been around.
Exactly. There's so many people that you've been able to work with. Like, what is it like working with these individuals?
Man, sometimes I gotta like scratch. Like, sometimes I gotta pinch myself and be like, am I in this dream? Like, am I still in that dream that I had when I was like 12, 13 years old, that I'm like gonna be like this famous, like, well, not famous, I wouldn't say famous, but I'm gonna be this well-known photographer and creative. Like it's wild sometimes because I've been in rooms with like some of my favorite artists like Travis Scott's, A$AP Rocky's, and I've always told myself like, yo, I can't wait to be around these guys. I'm gonna be cool as hell. And then the time comes and I'm just like, I don't got much to say. I'm just looking at them. And I want to just get a picture of them, but I don't know how to say it. Do I say like, yo, I've been listening to you guys for a minute? Like, it's so many different things that just run through your head on what you're saying. You just be like, yo, what's up, man? My name's Dot.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, and I just go back to chilling until they speak to me. And then and I wait for that time for them to like to show my personality. But
Exactly.
like, it's so crazy. Like, it's really mind blowing just being in the rooms with these people and just that people I grew up watching on TV or I'm just like, oh, his music's fire. Like, man, it would be cool to just be in a room with him or just like to see how this person like operates. So it's so dope. And then the ways I meet these people is just so crazy too. Cause it's like just in it one quick instance, I could be somewhere and then like next thing you know, in another hour, I'll be running into A$AP Rocky or I'll be running into Travis Scott or running into Hailey Bieber, like at a dinner with her. It's just so many, like, it's so crazy how like one instance I could just be home chilling, like playing the game, brushing my teeth, picking up something to eat, and then later on in the night I could be around someone who's a multi-million-dollar person, like, and just end up shaking their hand or just having a conversation with them or just picking their brain. It's so crazy. And it's just like you really realize that they're just regular people, just like I was doing earlier, brushing my teeth. They was doing the same exact thing. Like when I was figuring out, damn, what I'm gonna eat tonight or what I'm gonna eat like in the next hour or so, they were doing the same exact thing.
Exactly.
It's really wild. Like, and that's one thing like I like. And I would say that being in a room with these people, you just really realize that they're just regular people. They're just like me and you. And it's just they worked hard and got what they wanted to do, you know, and met the right people. Just like, and that could happen to any one of us. It happened to me. It could happen to you. It happened to them. It could happen to you. They're watching this. Like, just you never know who you can meet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And well, to get into that, like, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about what a celebrity is like, right? Because everybody's obviously going to be different. But what do you feel like the people who like see celebrities as celebrities, what do you feel like is wrong about how they think about these celebrities? Not only is because you mentioned that they're just regular people. Yeah. But I feel like sometimes people can like misjudge these people or like what is it called? Or they're judging these people in advance. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to, but do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because I feel like
you're meeting these people, you're meeting these these talented individuals, people that you know, like a lot. There's people in this world that be like, I'll never meet that person because he's just in a different level than I am on this earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what do you think are misconceptions about artists or just celebrities in general?
Misconceptions is when you DM a artist or a famous person, they can't see it. They can't see it. They're just like I said, they're just like us. Just like we go on Instagram, they go on Instagram. Just like we see comments, they see comments. Just like we be on Twitter tweeting stuff, they do the same exact stuff. One of the best celebrities I could say that is the most down to earth person that shows it too is Kevin Durant. He has a burner account just like every other person. Like, he does regular person stuff. He doesn't get haircuts just like regular people. they're normal people, bro. Like, stop thinking that they don't do things that we do, or stop thinking they don't operate the way we do, or think stuff that we do. Like, they do. Like, just because they have like this status and this money, they do regular people stuff more than you know too. And sometimes they rather do regular people things more than we do, like, because they can't do it no more, you know. So just like they're still average Joe Schmoes, and just like they do the same thing. They bleed just like us, and don't think that they don't think about what they do beforehand, just like us. They don't think they don't get nervous around people, and like don't get creeped out around people, and they do that. They're not gods. They're just like us, and I actually just don't have misconceptions about Like, don't think that they don't do things like
Yeah.
regular people. That's it. Just don't think that you can't reach out to an artist and they won't see it. They like won't see it. They will see it. Like, you could end up cursing out somebody, your favorite artist or something like that, just off the strength of you being a weirdo, you know. And it's funny too, because I see, like, I was watching a clip on Instagram, and some girl, like, literally just lost her shit once she saw 21 Savage and ran up to him and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, would you do this to just some random person down the street? Like, if you just came out of a McDonald's, would you just run up to them and just hug them? No, like, give them their space and just treat them like, because honestly, if you treated a regular, like, if you treated a person of stature just like you did a regular person, I'm sure they will probably love that way more than you running up to them, giving them a hug, and being this thirsty fan. If you walked up to, like Dave Chappelle said it the best, like, when people run up to him and be like, "Oh my God, Dave Chappelle, can I take a picture with you?" He hates that stuff. But if you just say, "Hey Dave, like, you're amazing," they'll go on with their day and be like, "Wow, I ran into that person and just treat him like a regular person," like, and you just gave me my credit. Like, they love that. I remember I was coming out of a Los Angeles hotel one time, not to just drop that on y'all like that, but I was coming out of a Los Angeles hotel. It was my first time in LA, and I'm on my balcony and I see Currency, you know, the rapper. Yeah, I see Currency outside, and I'm like, wow, like, that's Currency. He's one of my favorite artists. Like, I grew up listening to him and Wiz Khalifa, like, in high school. Like, that was like one of my big they were big influences to me. So I see Currency outside. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I jump off this balcony and go say what's up to him? Like, because this was huge to me at the time. This is Currency. Like, to me, like, he was like a big person in my life. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm not gonna be on no weird stuff. I'm gonna play it cool. I said, yo, Currency, yo, what up, nigga? Like, I love you, bro. And he was like, yo, what's up, man? And he was like, yo, you could catch? I'm like, yeah. This is a random question. He went into his car, took out like 3/8 of his homegrown his strand. It was like spit on Andretti Kush or whatever like that. Just threw it up to me off the balcony. I caught like 3 of them, boom, boom, and I was like starstruck. I'm like, oh snap! And like, if I just was on some weirdo shit, like, just ran down to the ran down to the lobby and was like, oh my God, Currency, can I take a picture with you? Selfie. I probably would have never got that love and that genuine, like, energy from him.
The same way we're able to tell, because there's people in reality, like, some people. No, I'm not gonna say that. But I feel like sometimes people are born that way, right? Where, like, they're just, this is who they are. They've always been like this. Where, like, there is no type of personal space.
Yeah. There's no calm down.
Yeah,
there's no
like,
chill.
there is, and it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not. They're just like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can tell their vibe, you can tell who they are, and it's easily so noticeable.
Yeah.
Like, people, even they don't, like, in reality, they don't even realize that. You know what I mean? That they're being like that.
They don't know they're, like, over the top and, like,
exactly,
you know,
or like they can't, like,
on 100 all the time.
There's certain people that can't sit with certain people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, that's how this world works. There's gonna be different people. Like,
I've been in rooms where some people, like, where I've just been sitting there chilling and whatever, and I look over to, like, my right and I see somebody with their phone out just recording, like, and I'm like, why? That's not the first thing I think about when I'm in a room with somebody that I'm a fan of, or anything, or just, like, or any famous individual or someone with class.
You gotta stop. Everybody, like, you gotta really sit down and think, like, how would you feel if, like, in the corner, like, you looking around the room, you chilling, in the corner of your eye, you're seeing somebody recording you.
Yeah,
like, that's weird.
That's weird, bro. Like. No, but that is odd though. Like, just having somebody sitting here with just, like, a camera, just, like, recording me, like, as I'm just sitting here on my phone, or just, like, tying my shoelace, or just, like, scratching the back of my head, like, what is wrong with you, bro? If that's the case, just come up, say what's up to me,
exactly,
like, or just like
I feel like
have a conversation.
Like, obviously, I'm in no place to be like, I feel like they would, but I feel like I would in a situation like that. Like, I don't want to be recorded all the time. I don't want to, like, and people say they asked for this. They didn't ask for all this. They just want to get pay bills and get generational wealth. Like,
do better. Like,
if they can do what they do, if artists, I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like celebrities, if I were a celebrity if I was able to be a celebrity without being called a celebrity and get paid like that, I would have no problem. But in reality, when you get famous, the money is amazing.
Yeah.
But you have to deal with so many things.
So much baggage. Your whole life is just completely changed.
Like,
And
like 21 Savage, like you said, he's not thinking like when he before he was famous, no one's running up to him and like, oh my God, it's 21. You know what I mean? Like now he goes anywhere and it's the Drake song like 21.
Can
you know,
do something for me?
Like
now he
now
gotta
he has
worry
to hear
about
that all the time. Like
he got to worry about everybody thinking he gonna do something for him now. Like it's crazy.
Like and it's just like sometimes you gotta realize like you said, they're regular people.
Mm-hmm.
But like how do I say this? How do you present yourself in situations like this?
Just be chill, man. Like I walk in a room, I try and be a fly on a wall, on the wall at first, and then just open up gradually with time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be over the top. Don't be like the person trying to be catching everybody's eye. Don't be too loud. Just be chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let your energy show more than anything. Let the energy flow naturally. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
And don't I don't want to be the guy in the room trying to get all the attention. Like, and just be like out here like I'm doing too much. Like, I'm here for a reason. Most of the time I'm there for work. So if I'm there for a reason, whatever comes with it, like whatever relationship comes with it. Like if it, you know what I'm saying, if you generally rock with me, get to know my personality,
exactly.
Let it rock. Don't be OD in the mix. Like I don't try and be trying to be in their face. I don't try and like record every little thing or shoot every little thing. Before I even shoot, I'll let them know like, yo, whatever you cool with this, you cool with that. Yeah, just
because there's just show like one, appreciation, and two, like I'm here to do you a service,
and be respectable. Like
exactly.
I know you're a person. Like, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna treat you like a person. I'm not gonna treat you like you're an object or like this thing that's gonna get me to the next level. Like,
exactly.
I know you're a person at the end of the day too. Like, I want to respect you in your space, and that's like wherever. Like, if I'm in a dressing room or I'm doing a photo shoot with them, whatever. I just want to be even mutual respect. That's
exactly.
what it is. Yeah, and I hope that they will respect me. Like,
exactly.
That's it.
And I feel like in a lot of ways these people do respect you because one, your catalog is amazing. Like,
thank you.
Honest to God, like that's, I'm not even trying to like
appreciate
say like
that. Thank you.
I've gone through your pictures. I've seen the people you've been able to work with, and not even just seen the people you've been able to work with. It's the way that you take photographs and are able to paint a picture through these, paint a story in reality through these pictures.
I always just like when I'm taking a photo, I want y'all to see how I see it. Like, that's it. Like, realistically, like I just want the camera to do the best of its ability to show exactly how I see them in my eyes.
Exactly.
Like, and that's it. Whether it's when I'm editing, everything. When I'm editing, I'm thinking back of how did I see this? How was I feeling in that moment? What was I thinking about? There's so many things that go into it when I create a photo. Like,
exactly.
And it's like I take into consideration how I'm feeling in that moment, everything, and it just shows. And that's how I like it. I feel like my photos show it speaks with more emotion than anything. Like, I don't want just my photo to be any regular degger, like anybody could just point it and shoot it. I want it to have a little twist to it. I want it to show a bit of me in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier that like when you're in these events or making connections with people, how important is it to connect with people and understand that like there's people you're gonna meet in life that you don't not even know who they are, but you're also not gonna know who they're connected with.
Yeah. Actually, because you never know who you're gonna run into again and again and again too. Because this industry is very it's big, but it's small too. Whether the industry of like music, sports, whatever. Because I've met so many people that have connected just like through the entertainment, just through the arts, through creating. I've met so many different people that just know people, or I've ran into that I've seen through another person, or met through another person, or been in a room with one person before, and I'll end up meeting them 3 years down the line or whatever. So I try and make sure just be memorable, be a memorable person, like, for sure. I just want people to be able to remember me, my face. Give them something that they could take with them to be like, oh, he was a cool dude.
Yeah.
You know? Whether it's the personality, whether it's the work, whether it's how like I was just showing myself at the time, you know, just whatever, just he was a cool dude. Like, like I don't ever want someone to leave a place. I'm like, yo, that dude was a weirdo, bro.
Yeah.
No, I never want that. I just want to be like, he's cool. Oh, remember that guy? Oh yeah, I remember him. He was mad. He was chill, respectable, whatever. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about. You know, things like that. I don't ever want to leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth.
Exactly.
Anybody I'm around, whatever. Whether it's like, even if it's not even work, I don't like to people just to feel weird around me. You know, I just want people to just know I respect you, and I'm a chill dude. You know,
Yeah,
that's it.
And like, I have to ask you, right? Did you ever think that you'd be where you are right now?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. It's so many. I don't want to call it luck because I did work for everything. But like a lot of it is luck. I'm not gonna say like I want to call it luck, but like I've gotten very lucky or blessed. Yeah, I've been very blessed with like the connections I've made, how far I've came, how much I put into it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that are creating every day. Right now we speak, there's somebody in their crib right now just thinking of the master plan of how they can get to a point where like me, you, whoever they're at, that they have goals that they want to meet. And, you know, so I'm just lucky and blessed. God has looked out for me in so many different ways, like, and I've dodged so many different bullets, like, you know, and just he's taking care of me every step of the way. Every time I lose faith in my ability, or like if I get hit with like a creator's block, like he's right there, like to lead me in the right way.
And I love that you said that. Like, I do think in a lot of ways, like, you know, it's hard for certain people who like to make this transition, but like, it's not luck. I don't think it's ever luck. I don't think, like, things happen for a reason, and I think I've never thought of it like that, but I do think blessed is so
like,
much better word.
What was the reason? Why did you choose me?
Yeah.
Like, you know, but like
I think it's more of a blessing than just being lucky, because I think lucky is I was just sitting down and the opportunity just came to me and I didn't even know how to pick up a camera before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think luck is just like, I'm here just because. Like, I don't even know how I got here.
Yeah.
But I think blessed is like, I worked hard enough to get here, and I was granted this blessing of being able to be like, okay, here's the helping hand. Let's bring you up a little bit, but you're gonna have to continue to climb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nothing in life is ever easy. Nothing's in life is ever like just gonna be handed to you. And in some cases, like, you know, like, it does happen. It's very, very, very like. It doesn't happen, very rare, but I feel like it's so much better when you work for something.
Yeah, because it's like you gotta really put the time in, and you really have to like sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And I always think like, what would I have been doing right now if I never moved to Jersey? Like, you know, I always think like, would I have been a photographer? Like, what? So it's like things that mold you to become what you are, you know, and like obviously the man upstairs is guiding you to become what he has destined for you, you know. But I always think like, damn, like I was made for this in a way. Cause honestly, I can't see myself doing anything else. Like, no matter how much I try to think of other things to do, I can't see myself doing anything else but creating. And like, that's where my passion's at, man. I love it. I love what I do.
Yeah. And you got to. I feel like that's so important to love what you do.
Yeah, you have to love it.
That's what I preach here.
You have to love it. You have to love it for sure, because you're not going to put time and effort into what you don't like, or what, like, you know, you're not going to, it wouldn't be fun. You wouldn't be, it would honestly feel like a job all the time. And what I do, it doesn't really feel like a job. It's me doing what I love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just wanted, because we are like getting very close to the end.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it came like really quick. I think it was the fish talk.
Yo, McDonald's, man. Y'all got us talking about y'all all the time.
But
Fish and McDonald's.
But so that I really want to get into like I do want to get into advice. Like, I feel like you could give a lot of advice to a lot of creatives, because I feel like there's a lot of things that creatives go through that a lot of people don't see. So what advice would you give to someone who like really doesn't know what's going on? Like, they're in a spot where they're down. They don't know how it's gonna go. They may have even started, and they're just like, I'm not where I want to be at. Just like you said.
Yeah,
Like
I've been there a bunch of times. Like so many times I wake up today and be like, I'm not where I'm at. You know. So I hear that 100%. What continue? What
No. Yeah. So what advice would you give to someone who is trying to pursue their passion but doesn't know if it's gonna happen?
Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, and just follow your gut. But only positive feelings that you have in your gut, because like you said, you're gonna wake up some days and not feel like you're good enough to do this, and be like, or you're gonna wake up some days and just be like, I'm done. I'm gonna do something else. But like, just bet on yourself, man. Just always have faith in yourself. Like, just always have faith in what you can do and your abilities that you can do. Like, you had this thought process to do something, so just do it. Like, don't be scared. Don't be afraid of the no's. Don't be afraid to fail. Like, honestly, failing is your biggest lesson. Like, it's like you learn so much about yourself when you fail. Like, you learn so much about yourself, and you learn, like, you can get up and do it again and keep failing, because that's what it's about. You learn so much from these failing things, these failing projects, and you learn so much about what you can put up with. Like, you know what I'm saying? You learn that you could get up and fight another day. Like, because once you do something, if you're scared to do something, you're going to think about it like this. You're scared to do it, but what's stopping you from doing it? Like, what's stopping you from getting up and just doing it? Nothing. Nothing is really stop you, because you're going to do it, you're going to fail, and you're like, damn, I failed. Okay. And then what? Like, so get up and try again. Get up and try again. And you just learn so much about yourself from just those no's, and from, like, it builds so much character, bro. It builds so much character, and it just makes you stronger, man. It just makes you so much stronger. Like, there's so many times I'll send emails out, or I'll send pictures out to companies. They'll be like, and they'll go with another photographer, and I'll be like, damn, okay, well, at least I tried it, and now I know, all right, bet I can go about it this way the next time, and I can just better myself even more. Okay, I know what you're looking for, so I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be better than that photographer you chose. I know what you're looking for. All right, so I'm going to be way better than that. I'm going to push myself to be way better. Like, that's one thing about me. Like, a no puts a batter in my back. Telling me I can't do something, it just says, what? All right, I'm going to do this now to show you I can do this. Like, that's one thing I love. Like, when I get a no, or oh nah, like, I don't think your work is this. Okay, well, I'm going to prove to you, that's me. I'm going to prove to you that I can definitely do this, and I'm going to prove to you that what you think I can't do, I can do. Mm-hmm. So just always bet on yourself. You know what you can do, and you know what you're capable of doing. And 9 times out of 10, you're capable of doing what you say you can't do.
Exactly. So, like, all right, I'm trying to see what I can do.
It just takes dedication, man, and just education. Oh, you can always educate yourself. The internet is like, you can find anything on the internet. Mm-hmm. Like, what people don't know is YouTube University was like my biggest, like, it helped me make my art so much better. Going on YouTube and just educating and studying so many different photographers and so many different styles, and just learning different tricks and everything like that, because everything I learned was self-taught. I didn't go to school for this. I just picked up a camera and just learned from people that I call friends, and like people in the industry, and just learning as I go.
Exactly.
Like, every time I messed up, I figured out, oh, okay, that's how you do this. Okay, bet I won't do it like that no more. Like, messing up is just so many. It's like a learning curve. It's such a big learning curve. Which, when you mess up that first time, and you figure out, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm going to go about it this way now. Yeah,
just like that.
Yeah.
And then, so what I wanted to bring up was, so you mentioned off camera that you were super shy, and that you really don't like to be in front of the cameras very much.
Still shy. Still don't like to be in cameras, but
like, but I feel like, one, though, the reason I'm bringing this up is that I feel like you've done so much that someone behind the scenes would be like, this guy's not shy. But at the same time, I feel like in a lot of ways you may not even realize, but I do think that you aren't as shy as you think you are. Because if you're able to put yourselves in these situations and do what you're doing, like, you have confidence in yourself. And I want to say, like, one, I got to say, I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thanks, man. Thank you. A lot of it was just me just going off. Like, I'm like, what was the question?
And last but not least, my last question I really do want to ask you is, for any advice that you would give to high school or middle schooler, a kid going through adolescence, what advice would you give if they want to be a creative?
What advice would I give? Believe in yourself. It always goes back to just believing in yourself and what you can do, and
just to go up there.
You believe yourself. Make sure you love what you do, and make sure you put that time and effort into whatever you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Like, don't just pick up and just think, oh, this first thing I'm gonna do is gonna just jump off and I'm gonna be the littest person ever. Like, nah. It's gonna take time. Everything takes time, bro. And you're going to get some bumps in the road.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna something's not gonna always go your way. You know, like, you're gonna have to chase after some people. You're gonna have to put your pride aside a lot. Like, your pride, you might even just take the word pride, throw it out the window. You're gonna have to learn to tuck that aside for a long period of time. But when you just have a lot of respect for yourself too. Like, know your worth. Know your worth, and have respect for yourself. But put your pride aside a lot of times too, because you're gonna need to do that. And one big thing. Don't ever compare what you're doing to the next person. Everybody has their own story, and just focus on your story and write your story. Just focus on keep writing your story. Don't worry about these other people. Don't worry about your competition. Don't worry about someone that you idolize, like, and how their story panned out. No, you're writing your book. Like, write your story and make sure you work on your story, and make sure you're working on what you want to do, and don't worry about what other people and other naysayers. Just worry about yourself and bettering yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are at the very, very end. I'm going to ask you questions that I ask all my guests.
Bet.
So first off,
McDonald's.
Fish. So just to ask the question, what is it that inspires you to do what you do?
What inspired me to do what I did? I would say my mom, my mother for sure. My friends. Every day, I just the world around me. I get inspired every day, really, just to pick up a camera. I could, like, honestly, looking at this Kobe book, I keep looking at it. This book looks just fire. Just the way it's sitting there, like, its design is just amazing. I'm inspired by that. Just when I want to, because I'm actually thinking about putting out a coffee book with my images and everything like that.
Oh, nice.
And I just like that, just simple, plain, and just that inspired me right there. It's something right there. But a big inspiration was my mother for sure. She rode with me and just always supported me, and friends for sure too. Make sure you have a good you make sure you have a stable support system for sure, like, because a lot of times you're going to be down on yourself and you're going to need those people to pick you up. So I would say, yeah, your support system for sure.
Okay.
Like, they inspire me, and like they push me to just be my greatest self. Like, whether it's find those right people in your life that just really keep you on task and keep you humble too. Like, yeah, don't get a big head. Like, stay humble and keep loving people around you. That's gonna make sure they push you and support you for sure. Exactly. Because they keep me 10 toes for sure.
Nice. And
keep me pushing remember the goal of, like, just stay humane, like, and stay a humble person, and don't forget where you came from, but remember what your goal is.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah.
Exactly. My second question: what is a message that you would give to your future self?
Message I give my future self: you always had it, bro. You always had it, and don't ever forget that. You always had it, and stay with this work ethic. Don't get nonchalant about it. Just stay hungry.
All right. Mm-hmm. Last but not least, what do you want the world to know about Edot?
I'm a regular person, man. Stop thinking you can't reach out to me. Don't think I think I'm like this lit dude. Like, I'm still just a humble dude. My door's open if you have any questions. If you ever want to reach out to me, if you ever want to just pick my brain about anything, you can do that, man.
If you want to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, if you want to, just I go to the dollar menu still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a regular dude, and just I love what I do, and I'm cool, chill, humble.
All right. So we are at the end of the podcast. I just want to say before I go ahead and do my outro, this is your opportunity. The camera's now all yours. If there's anything that you want to say, anything you got going on, any advice you want to give, anything at all, this is your time.
Anything I want to say? Shout out to Community Pod. This was my first podcast, and it was an amazing experience, bro. Thankful to you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you for having me up here. Appreciating you giving me this voice to tell the people how I feel and just talk about my story. And just be on the lookout for more art from me, more creative shit on the way. I'm going to be breaking some doors down, man. So, yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And check out my Instagram, Edotxx. 1 T, 2 X's. Yeah.
All right. And I got to say, I don't know why, but I feel like there's a lot more that I wanted to ask you, and a lot more that I feel like we could have talked about too.
Yo,
but
listen, I got time if you got time.
My fear is the camera dying. That's my fear.
True.
So if the camera dies, I'm sorry.
Be on the lookout for part 2.
Yeah,
man.
be on the lookout for part 2.
Maybe in part 3.
Exclusive content.
Remember how Kanye did that? Yeah, there might be a part 2 coming.
Yeah. But yeah, so Edot, I just want to do my outro real quick, just in case anything happens. I want to do my outro. But I do have one question I do want to ask you.
What's up?
And I'm gonna ask you right after I do the outro.
Bet.
But basically, this is the community pod. Edot, thank you for being here. I couldn't have done it without you. Mm-hmm. I love having amazing people here, and I definitely love this conversation.
Thank you for having me, man.
Of course, bro.
For real.
So this is the community pod. I'm your host, Mr. Class. Thank you for watching this amazing episode. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your favorite part. If you need a comment about whether this is a chair or a couch, I know it's a couch. But if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. It allows you to see more videos. Also, put on post notifications so you never miss a future what the fuck? That you never miss a future episode. Audio. All my audio people, please leave a review. It allows other people to find my platform. Last but not least, for all those that are new here, welcome to the community pod. I couldn't do it without you. We are building a community here of amazing individuals.
That's a fact.
Creative individuals who really, really are just trying to pursue their passions. And the people who have been here and watched every single one of my videos, or just a few of them, and have been on this journey with me, I can't thank you guys enough. So this is the community pod. We're out. And peace. I hope you guys get to see the content after this, because I do want to ask one more question. But that is the outro right now. So peace. Last question. Why do you feel like your work is art?
Why do I feel like my work is art? Damn, man. That's a tough one. You know, anything like that?
Matter of fact, I want to rephrase it. Why do you think being a creative in itself is an art?
Why do I feel like being creative itself is an art? Because I'm putting something. I'm taking something that was nothing and putting it out there into the world. Like, if I don't take a picture, if I'm not taking that picture, no one's gonna know what happened. No one's gonna see it realistically. So I'm and the way I'm capturing it, I'm doing it in a way that I'm doing it. Like, only I can do that. Like, not saying only I can do it, but like, I always say this: you can never copy what another photographer has done. Like, and you can't honestly really copy anything from what another person's done. Even if say you draw something and then I trace over it, I really feel like my lines will not, even if I'm tracing over it, my lines will still not be the same exact lines as yours. Like, it's still, even though it will look to the naked eye, it's gonna look like it's the same exact thing, but it's not. What you did is what I did are two different things. Mm-hmm. So you're creating something. You creating something. You putting it out in this world. If it's something that you made, like, basically. So as a creative, whatever you're making, whether it's a beat, whether it's a podcast, whether it's like a book, a picture, a drawing, you did that. Only you can do that. Like, you made that. You put it out into this world. You have control over it. You have control to put it out in the world. You have control to take it out this world. So I just think that's art, really, just creating something and bring it into the world. Like whether having kids is art, god damn it. Like yo, you're creating something and bringing it into this world. Like I just feel like that is the definition of art to me. Creating something that speaks to you, that is you, and you put it out there into the world. And when I take photos, I'm doing something that only I feel like I can do. Like it's giving a taste of me. I'm gonna take a photo of an angle that I want to take. That angle, I want to take that photo. I want to make it look this way. It's me putting my all to make it a little bit of me, and putting it out into the world.
Okay. Is it still red light on?
Still red light on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last, what do you feel like are some misconceptions about photographers?
That's easy. Like people just think you just take a picture and that's that. Like nah, it's so much that goes into it. So much just coming back and editing a photo and just really taking the time out, looking at a photo, fixing it the right way. It's so much from when you're clicking that first button. Like it ain't easy. That's one thing for sure. And that's actually a misconception I had. I thought I could just take a photo and people just love it. Nah, you got to do a lot to make people love photos. Like, and it's like not everybody can take a good photo of somebody, and not everybody can take a good photo. And there's so many different ways you can make a person look with photos. Like there's so many different ways you can do things with photography. And that's a big misconception. It's not an easy task. It's definitely not an easy task. I'm going to say it again. Photography is not easy at all. It's not easy at all. But it's fun, though. I'll tell you that, though. A lot of people think that it's just taking pictures and that's it. But, like, no, there's a lot that goes into it. And it's what you make it. Like, you I always think of it like I have to get to really know a person before I take a photo of them to get the best image I can get out of them. Like I can't just see you and just take a picture of you and just think, oh yeah, this is amazing. This is gonna be the best thing I could ever create. No, like I feel like once I get you in your element, once I get to know you, you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be like let loose. So it like I said again, it ain't easy. You gotta really get to know your subject. You have to know what their best sides are, what they like. What they're into, and yeah.
All right. Now you see what happens when you talk about fish and McDonald's. I got the questions I wanted to ask, and now we're done. Peace.
We're done.